A secret drive-in concert took place at the Northland Property on Needham Street where marshals used to be located. The band, Couch, played in front of 100 cars, all while practicing social distancing. Katie Mulkerian has the story.
The producer of Newton Nomadic Theater and Newton's very own ambassador of fun. Introducing the one, the only, Jerry Riley.
Welcome, Newton. Man, oh man, are we happy to be out all together tonight. Well, sort of, kind of together.
The Newton Nomadic Theater brought back live music on Saturday, June 13th. Newton Nomadic Theater is a local traveling group that produces professional theater in interesting and unusual borrowed spaces in and around Newton. A secret drive-in concert featured the jazz pop funk band Couch. They played from the back of 4 identical, safely placed pickup trucks. The audience included 100 cars, parking in every other space to maintain social distancing. The large parking lot's secret location took place at the old Marshall's Plaza on Needham Street. The audience could hear the music through both their car sound system and through the band's PA system. Guests tuned in to Nomad Radio 91.3 FM, a station set up for the evening. Jerry Riley said Nani Lewis, the director of their most recent play, created a recorded hour of pre-show programming for Nomad Radio, complete with a station jingle, ads for local businesses, and a DJ spinning a playlist of songs chosen by the band. Their actors were involved too, directing traffic and working the gate. According to Jerry Riley's press release, everyone was so ready for this. The band Couch jumped at the opportunity to perform live again. The property owner, Northland Development, donated use of the lot. Local contractor, Youngblood Builders, donated the 4 pickup trucks for the mobile stage. Newton caterer Better Life Food put together a special drive-in menu with pre-ordered food boxes being delivered at the gate. Newton Mayor Ruth Ann Fuller even stepped in and recorded a fun promo radio ad for the event. Finally, Newton Community Pride jumped in as the sponsor. Newton News caught up with Jerry Riley, who organized the event, as well as the band Couch, including Tema Siegel, Eric Tarlin, Zach Blankstein, Will Griffin, and Danny Silverston.
So we are the Newton Nomadic Theater. We're a small traveling theater, and when all this began, we had just opened a production, and after a couple of performances, we shut it down, and we've been locked down like everybody else. So we did a bunch of online events in the first month of the lockdown, but now we thought it's time to get out and start coming alive and back together. So we got this idea for this event, which is kind of outside of our normal realm. We don't do music, but this just sounded like too cool an idea. And what was remarkable was, as soon as we floated the idea, people came running to help us pull it off. So we got so much help from so many people and so much support. It was a celebration tonight. It was people were so happy to not be in their house, And what a beautiful night too.
For us, like many musicians and bands, our plans are up in the air. Like I mentioned during the show, we had a tour planned this summer. It was going to be our first tour, hitting Boston and New York and a handful of other cities. So we're trying to make do and find what we can do remotely. I would love to do something like this again. It is tricky because we won't be able to get together and rehearse like we did, but I think that it would be worth trying to figure out again. Like, this was so much fun and so unusual. And in the meantime, we're just going to keep brainstorming how we can be active on social media and how we can be writing and creating for the future.
I guess it should be said that the live music industry, for obvious reasons, is suffering right now. And I was a little nervous about hearing about this gig in a parking lot with the cars, and I wasn't sure that it was going to be the same at all. But I thought what we created tonight was really special, in fact, and I think it's maybe the only time in my life that I'm going to get a chance to perform on a pickup truck in front of a gazillion cars who are all honking at me. And I thought it was just a beautiful, bizarre, special moment for all of us in the middle of quarantine, and I hope you all feel the same way about that.
Tema and Eric talk a little bit about how they prepared for the secret concert and where they're donating their proceeds.
This opportunity came up about 2 weeks ago, and 4 of us happened to be quarantining together in Vermont when we got the offer to perform. So we were like, okay, I mean, it's sort of one of the only circumstances in the recent past where we actually could have rehearsed for it. So we didn't really know exactly what to expect.
We're taking a third of our proceeds of our tips and we are donating them to an organization of our choice. I want to do more research before we decide, but we want to donate to an organization supporting Black trans women. And what we spoke about today, what we posted about on our Instagram, is that we, like many musicians, play music that is influenced by soul, funk, jazz music, music that is Black American music.
Reporting from Needham Street, I'm Katie Mulkerian with Newton News.